his eyes would become very evil. The guns and knives. I got into a few choking things with him.
What you just watched was a small portion of a political ad that the Republican Accountability Project PAC has put out. This is a group of anti-Trump conservatives, which is why it's a brutal ad. And it has put out, they have put out this chilling ad of specifically attacking Herschel Walker for allegedly being abusive to women in his past. Now, it features an old interview with his ex-wife. Her name is Cindy Grossman Angelis, and here is the full ad. And the accusations she makes are pretty difficult, so I just wanted to give a trigger warning to anyone who might be triggered with stories of abuse. But nonetheless, here it is.
Do you think you know Herschel Walker? Well, think again. Listen to what his ex-wife had to say about him.
His eyes would become very evil. The guns and knives. I got into a few choking things with him. The first time he held the gun to my head, he held the gun to my temple and said he was gonna blow my brains out.
Now, just to give you some more context about the interview that was used in this political ad, the footage is from an interview that Grossman actually did after the publication of Herschel Walker's 2008 book, which was titled Breaking Free: My Life with Dissociative Identity Disorder. Now, Walker and Grossman were married from 1983 until she filed for divorce in 2001. But within 4 years, Grossman would have to return to court to successfully seek a protective order from Walker after she claimed he threatened to kill her and her boyfriend. Here's some more information. At the time, in an affidavit from Grossman's sister, Maria, she said that Walker had stated unequivocally that he was going to shoot my sister Cindy and her boyfriend in the head. Another time she recalled that recalled talking to Walker at length, saying he'd expressed to me that he was frustrated with Grossman and that he felt like he had had enough and that he wanted to blow her effing head off, or their effing heads off.
Okay. So first of all, this got some serious OJ vibes. Secondly, did you guys catch the title of that book? Herschel Walker wrote a book called Breaking Free: My Life with Dissociative Identity Disorder. And I looked it up because I was like, wait, that sounds like he's got multiple personalities. And that's interesting. He wrote a book about that. Okay, and so it is in fact a mental health condition. Someone with dissociative identity disorder has, quote, multiple distinct personalities. Okay, so look, I don't mean to be disrespectful, and I know some of you get mad about this, but the guy's running for United States Senate. Which Herschel Walker are we voting for? He has several distinct personalities, and they're totally different from each other. And if you vote for one, are you gonna get another one in the Senate? He has a very significant mental health condition. He wrote a book about it, and we're going to vote for him when we don't even know who Herschel Walker is and which Herschel Walker it is. And one of those Herschel Walkers threatens to murder his wife with knives and guns and blow off the heads of girlfriends. Is that gonna be the Herschel Walker that's a senator? So which Herschel Walker are we voting for? This is, guys, Republicans are proudly supporting people with massive mental health conditions with violent tendencies.
So let me just say, I'm obviously not an expert on that condition, and I don't know whether it is a mental health issue that can be addressed through care, including prescription drugs, counseling, therapy, yada, yada. So there is a possibility that someone can have this condition, get the care that they need, and be okay to run for Congress. However, with that said, we've seen behavior from Herschel Walker on the campaign trail that is concerning to say the least. Now, in December of 2021, Walker told Axios that he was accountable for past violent behavior toward his ex-wife and said people shouldn't feel ashamed about confronting mental health issues.
But they should be ashamed of threatening to blow off somebody's head.
Agreed on that, right? So I don't think people should be ashamed when confronting mental health issues. But the question is, have you really confronted those mental health issues?
Yeah, have you guys heard him on the campaign trail at all? Nothing makes sense. Like, oftentimes with Republicans, I think we must live in literal different alternate realities. Because I'm like, that guy is not making any sense at all. It's just total and utter word salad with just the ravings of a actually mentally unhealthy mind. And Republicans look at it and go, love it. Love what? I don't even know what he's saying. You don't even know what he's saying. And how could you vote for that guy in good conscience? See, this is the difference between the right wing and the left wing. If you gave me a left winger and you said, oh, he's for Medicare for all and Green New Deal, but he doesn't know who he is, and in some of his personalities, he likes to threaten to murder people, I'd be like, can we find another progressive that doesn't have that problem? And then you hear the progressive and he's like, well, you gotta be for the Green New Deal because green is the color of money and Green New Deal is all about making money. And you're like, wait, that's not what it's about. Why is this guy, that doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't vote for that guy. But right wingers look at somebody like that and they're like, that's it. That's the mental patient we want.
Look, some people might be wondering, but what if there are very fine people on both sides of his personalities? There are other women who have come forward about his past threats, including another past girlfriend. A Texas woman named Micah Dean told police in 2012 that when she tried to end what she said was a long romantic relationship with Republican US Senate candidate Herschel Walker, he threatened to blow her head off and then kill himself.
What's he gonna do if the vote doesn't go right for him? I don't mean the election. I mean like in the Senate, he loses a vote. Is he gonna threaten to murder other senators and say, no, it's okay. It's one of my other Herschel Walkers.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm sorry. And I know a lot of people on the left will get mad. Like, no. I'm not gonna vote for a senator even if they agree with 100% of what I say that says, yes, but my other personality threatens to murder people. No.
So even with all this information out there, it's important to understand that he is not doing poorly in the polls. Walker, backed by Donald Trump, of course, is neck and neck in the polls against his Democratic opponent and incumbent Raphael Warnock. The current Real Clear Politics average of Georgia polls show that Warnock is ahead by about 4.4 points. On average, the incumbent Democrat has the support of 47.6% of Georgians, and Walker is backed by 43.2%.
That's almost within the margin of error.
Exactly, yes. So that is concerning.
American politics.